Alright, folks, here we go. We are back. Another beer review with Kyle. Polished up a couple of Shirley's, great beers. Tremendous. I want to thank Steve again. Both were awesome. Going back to the pumpkin ales here, I picked up one that was really not great last year. It's the Brooklyn Brewing Company here. They call it the Post Road Pumpkin Ale. Brooklyn Brewing Company in New York. I've had a few of their beers. Yeah, a couple have been okay, but for the most part, to me, just a mediocre brewing company. Again, I really don't want to bash anybody, but it's like, if I'm paying top dollar, their beers have been rough. This one says, in the 18th century, colonial Americans brewed wonderful and interesting ales using local ingredients. Barley was the principal ingredient, but pumpkins were favored by brewers for their rich, spicy flavors, which melded perfectly with malted barley. Postword brings you a delicious rendition on this traditional American classic. Had this many years, and again, it's really weak. I picked it up, $1.50 a bottle. I was like, you know what, why not? 5% alcohol by volume. So we got an IBU count on there. We do not. Brewed and bottled by Brooklyn Brewing Company. 5% alcohol by volume. It says best before that printed on bottle. Here we go, January 14th of 2018. So there you go, plenty of time on this. I've had this before. Again, nothing crazy. It's more of a kind of an amber ale, a little bit of malt, minimal pumpkin, and just not crafted. You know, Brooklyn has two great beers that I've liked. The Black Ops Stout, which I think was a really good stout. People should try that. And then the Bel Air Sour was at a pint night, and that was really, really good. But the main beers of Brooklyn are just, to me, Rhinegeist embarrasses them, and that's, my opinion on that. So, yeah, I don't want to knock anybody, but just the Brooklyn Brewing Company, they're going to survive because it's Brooklyn, New York. That's the biggest thing. They're out of Brooklyn, New York. If they would have been in Lakewood, New York, sayonara. But being in Brooklyn, they do very good things. So our Brooklyn bottle cap there on the Post Road. I do have some glassware from Brooklyn, which, of course, who does not? Some stickers and all that. But, yeah, like I said, they have a couple good beers. But to me, a lot of people would agree. I had a couple older gentlemen there. They drank the Brooklyn Lager. One guy had the IPA, and he goes, I said, what do you think of the beers? He goes, and I said, I'll be honest, when you think of him, he goes, average would be at best. He said, to say this is average is an overstatement. So, you hate saying that. And I don't like to knock anybody again, but we do have a pretty good aroma from this. So, because we have the pour again, Brooklyn glassware here. Remnants of Harvey bearing down on the tri-state. Pretty crazy stuff. And not too much rain, though, to be honest with you. I think we're picking up, 1 to 2 inches here in north of Cincinnati, 2 to 3 south. But, again, not... you look at it over in the week, you think you'd be at 5-6 inches, some severe flooding. It's not awful. There's going to be a little bit of high water, but rivers are relatively low, so to be completely honest with you, I don't think we're going to see much. Maybe a small rise in some of the smaller streams, but the big rivers should be fine. It's a few feet, but nothing crazy. And the rain should be out overnight tonight, but there you go. I got the pouring. Let's get a quick nose on this and a taste. I got the Avery pumpkin in there, a real brew with a real beer that I'm going to try to get after this one. But I'm not too wasted. We got a good buzz now. Let's get an aroma here real quick. Got a wonderful flavor, I will say that. Aroma-wise, nice head on the beer as well. And color-wise, it looks nice. A little bit of carbonation, nothing crazy. But a good, a little bit of pumpkin seed in there. Again, these pumpkin beers, this is my, 15th, 16th one. They all kind of have a similar malt. Excuse me, not malt, but that fall, that cinnamon allspice. This one doesn't want to say what it was brewed with or anything like that. It just says, ale brewed with pumpkin and spice. And cinnamon, nutmeg. There's some brewers use clove and allspice. I think all brewers use cinnamon and nutmeg. Now, the allspice and clove, that's the brewer's choice. And I don't know if this one has it or not, but they went that headset a bit. So, let's go ahead here. I've rambled over 4 minutes. Let's thank the brewers of Brooklyn. It is a hard job to brew beer and that we can enjoy. And, they have had a few hits, and they continue to put hard work in. So we'll thank the brewers of Brooklyn. And cheers to who's ever watching this. So there you go. Here we go. Tell you what, I'm not going to lie to you. That's much better than last year. It's minimal pumpkin on the back end. I'm getting that now, that roasted pumpkin. And I gotta say, this is a lot better than last year. A much, much, much better beer than last year. Still not gonna say this is an elite beer or oh my god, but I do think at 5%, this is one that might be. This could be a sleeper pick for the pumpkin. Yeah, and it's a roasted pumpkin almost, and some good nutmeg. A lighter beer, 5%. You know, a lot of the pumpkin ale is 6, 7, 8%. I'm gonna swig of this here. Yeah, that's actually really good. I gotta give Brooklyn props on this. That pumpkin is going down now, and I kind of like that pumpkin finish. You know, a lot of beers pumpkin up front. To me, it's about the finish and what goes down your palate, your gullet. Gonna say B plus. I kind of like this. I've already drank about half of it. Good flavor. A little bit of lacing as well. Yeah, so actually a pretty decent beer from Brooklyn. Yeah, I would say this might be in the upper echelon, perhaps. It's really light, 5%. You get that pumpkin finish. You get a little bit of nutmeg up front. But this is very drinkable. Get it chilled a little bit. And I'm really going to say this is actually really good. I'm going to say it's a 5%. So, cheers to that. I'm going to break out the Avery here. I'm going to do it. I'm going to indulge in the Avery Brewing Company. These 17% Beast to Pumpkin beers. Actually, a pretty solid beer here. So, cheers to Brooklyn. Actually really good. I enjoy this one, so I'm going to enjoy this. And better than I thought. I may indulge in a 99 6-pack. This is actually, for $1.50 a bottle, it's actually pretty smooth. Again, light. Drank half of it in 2 sips, but easy drinking, no doubt. So, cheers, and again, we'll see you here in a few minutes. See you, folks.